Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Brothers and sisters in Islam, in Surah At-Tawbah, Allah Azza wa Jal, He proclaims, قُلْ إِن كَانَ آبَاؤُكُمْ وَأَبْنَاؤُكُمْ وَإِخْوَانُكُمْ وَأَزْوَاجُكُمْ وَعَشِيرَتُكُمْ وَأَمْوَالٌ اقْتَرَفْتُمُوهَا وَتِجَارَةٌ تَخْشَوْنَ كَسَادَهَا وَمَسَاكِنُ تَرْضَوْنَهَا أحب إليكم من الله ورسوله وجهاد في سبيله فتربصوا حتى يأتي الله بأمره والله لا يهدي القوم الفاسقين. He says to his beloved Habib sallallahu alaihi wasallam, O beloved, declare that if your fathers and your sons and your brothers and your family members, if your fathers and your sons and your brothers and your wives and your family members and your wealth and your business, your wealth that you have earned and the business whose loss you fear, and your houses or your dwellings that are beloved to you, that are dear to you. If they are more beloved and dear to you than Allah and His beloved Habib sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then jihad in His cause, then wait for Allah to execute His amr, His order, and Allah does not guide the defiantly disobedient. In this verse of the Quran, we are being instructed indirectly to love Allah and His beloved Habib sallallahu alaihi wasallam more than all these things which have been mentioned, all these people which have been mentioned, and the things, the property and the business, if you have that do you love Allah and His Messenger more? And if you do not, then wait for Allah to execute His order, meaning the punishment of Allah will strike us, and that person will not be guided, and he is rejected in the court of Allah. So this is something which we need to ask ourselves. This incident, the blasphemous incident which occurred in Batley by that horrible school teacher, extreme school teacher, who depicted derogatory pictures suggesting that they are of our master, of our Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This has undoubtedly hurt the feelings of all the Muslims, especially of the UK and of the world. If they have not, then we need to question ourselves that where is our love for our Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam? As our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is our honor. We have no honor without him. In fact, honor stems from him. If we are honorable, it is by virtue of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He is our master. He is the best of all creation, and we are immensely indebted to him. And we are required to love him more than our parents, more than our wives, our brothers, our family members, our businesses. If someone attacked our parents verbally or physically, ridiculed them, made a mockery of them, or those people who are dear to you, whether it is your shaykh, the shaykh of all the world cannot equal the dust of the feet of our Master sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How would we feel then? We'd be outraged. We'd be furious. So if your feelings have not been affected by the incident which occurred in the Batley Grammar School, meaning at the very least you must feel hurt at this blasphemous incident which occurred. And we should use whatever means possible without breaking the law of the country that we live in to complain to our local MP, to protest, and to try and urge those people who are responsible to introduce changes to the law and to formulate a law which protects the supreme honor of our Master sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That freedom of speech is not absolute. No one should be able to abuse this. And why is it when someone says anything which is negative with regards to the Holocaust, and then he is referred to as anti-Semitic, anti-Semitic, and those people who speak against gays, then he is known as homophobic. But when someone is speaking against Muslims or Islam, against our Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, then this is condoned. And in the hadith in Bukhari and Muslim, in that we are told by our Master sallallahu alaihi wasallam that no one amongst you, la yu'minu ahadukum hatta akuna ahabba ilayhi min walidihi wa waladihi wa nasi ajma'in. No one amongst you is a believer, meaning a complete believer. That person's iman, faith is incomplete until he does not love Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Our Nabi says more than his father, more than his son, meaning his child, more than his parents, and more than all human beings. So, would we remain unaffected, undisturbed? Would it not, if we are indifferent today, we need to question ourselves that do we really love our Nabi? Do we even have iman? Because if without his love, there is no iman. If you remove his love, there is no iman. And we are those people who even kiss the blessed name, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So if they were ridiculed or made a mockery of, would we just sit there and allow this to continue? We wouldn't. We would complain. So using whatever laws are possible whilst remaining within the law of the country that we reside in, we should do whatever we possibly can to protest, to express our outrage and disgust at this incident. As our Master, he has taught us, Sayyidi Ala Hazrati says, Karu tere naam pe jaan fida. That just on the blessed name, the sacred name of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that I am prepared to sacrifice myself. Na bas ek jaan, do jahan fida. Not just one life, but both. Na bas ek jaan, do jahan fida. Do jahan se bhi nahi ji bara. Karun kya, karodo jahan nahi. Meaning that I don't have thousands of lives, hundreds and thousands of lives. Otherwise, I would sacrifice each and every one of them. 2 lives are not sufficient, just on the blessed name. And we, if we have any honor, then it is by virtue of our connection with our Master sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Our Prophet is our honor. We sacrifice our honor, the honors of our family. If someone insults us, we will condone that. But if they insult our Master sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then we cannot condone this. If we are sahib-e-iman, we are the ones with faith, with iman, with belief in Islam, devotees of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then we will not remain quiet. We will protest peacefully. And we will object to this. And we will not just sit back and allow this to happen, but we will do whatever we possibly can without breaking the law of the country and protest. As far as we are concerned, everything is for and about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Zamino zama tumhare liye, makino makan tumhare liye, chunino chuna tumhare liye, bane do jahan tumhare liye, दहन में जुबां तुम्हारे लिए, बदन में है जान तुम्हारे लिए, हम आए यहाँ तुम्हारे लिए, उठे भी वहाँ तुम्हारे लिए.